Don't mind me, guys. I have actually just woken up. So, yeah, yes, I'm putting sugar in me to wake me up. Anyway, guys. Well, just to let you all know right now. Last night, I watched my very first non-WWE event. Wrestle Kingdom 13, New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I'm already getting merch for it. For those who were not aware, I actually got this merch in a Wrestle crate. Now, I didn't watch this from the beginning, by the way. I came halfway through it. Wrestle Kingdom was on, and I was contemplating to myself, should I really give this a watch? So, what made me really sit down and give this a watch was asking everybody on Twitter, should I give New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle 13 a watch? And most of the people said, yeah, go for it. Definitely, you should watch it. So I gave it a watch. And I missed the first two matches. Didn't really bother me anyway. Because I'm pretty sure we're getting into some of the good matches at this point. So, there was a pre-show match. I'm not going to go through it. I'm not going to go over that. They had the first actual match on the main card was Will Ospreay. He ended up winning the Never Overweight Championship. I never knew they were going to name a belt Never Overweight. That is very, very bizarre. And then there was a triple threat tag team match for the IWPG Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. And I didn't see that match either. But yes, I'm reading it through Wikipedia right now, so I can see who won every match. But the first match I actually tuned into was actually right at the very beginning. Zack Sabre Jr. versus... Now, forgive me if I botch any of these names. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tomohiro Ishii. I believe that's his name. So, please forgive me if I pronounce their names wrong. For the British Heavyweight Championship. Now, on the corner, on the time limit, it says that this match went for 11 minutes and 37 seconds. I swear it felt shorter than that. But Zack Sabre Jr. ended up getting the win. And Zack Sabre Jr., I'm pretty sure he was in WWE for a bit. Because I remember seeing him... I believe he was in the Cruiserweight Classic. Yes. And Taka Michinoku, I remember him too. He was in WWE as well. So those two names, I am familiar with. So then we had another three-way tag team match for the IWPGP. I think I actually said it wrong the first time. Yeah, IWGP Tag Team Championships. It was Sadanda and Evil versus Tamatonga Tanga Loa versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. This was my first time ever seeing the Young Bucks compete, and I can see why people really enjoy them. They're fantastic. They're pretty good. So the end of this 10-minute tag team match, Sadanda and Evil get the victory. They are the new IWGP Tag Team Champions. Next match on our list is Juice Robinson versus Cody Rhodes. Now, I know it says Cody, but I'll always know him as Cody Rhodes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't this Juice Robinson guy look like someone I've seen before in WWE? I swear this guy looked like CJ Parker. I believe he did. I believe he looked like that CJ Parker guy in NXT. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but he certainly looked like him. But Juice Robinson versus Cody Rhodes for the IWGP United States Championship. The t-shirt that I'm currently wearing. And it gave a lot of bad luck apparently. But this match was very weird. This match was very, very weird. Also confusing. There was a spot in this match where Brandy, his wife, Cody's wife, came in and put herself on top of Cody to protect him. Now that's fine, because nothing physical happened. But then all of a sudden, midway through the match, all of a sudden Brandy Rhodes just runs in the ring and just starts throwing haymakers on Juice Robinson. And I'm just sitting on my laptop, because I'm watching this on my laptop, because someone gave me a live stream for it. I was sitting on my laptop and I was thinking, sitting on my laptop? That actually sounds wrong. I was sitting on my bed watching this through my laptop, and I was like, shouldn't that be a disqualification? So I was scratching my head wondering what the hell's going on. Instead of the referee DQing Brandy, he kicks her out. Now obviously that's what every referee should do. The second thought, I thought the referee was actually going to just get her out of the ring and he wasn't going to kick her out. So he kicks her out, no disqualification. So somehow Brandy Rhodes just got away with not disqualifying Cody. Then all of a sudden Cody Rhodes unstraps his belt that he had on his pants, around his pants. Then he unstraps it and he smacks Juice Robinson with it. And I'm just sitting here thinking, shouldn't that be a disqualification? So there was two instances there was two instances where it should have been a disqualification. But somehow Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes managed to go through this whole match without getting a DQ. So, it was very, very weird. It was very, very weird. I will say that this was a very weird matchup. And to me, it really felt weird and it really didn't make sense. The fact that Brandy and Cody did illegal things and they did not get DQ. It seems like New Japan. Now, I know Cody's starting his own All Elite Wrestling. But seriously, that can't be the reason why they completely screwed the guy over. Because he's going to All Elite Wrestling. You've got to follow the rules. But either way, Juice Robinson, he ends up getting the victory here. And he becomes the new IWGP United States Champion. I am the champion? Well, not anymore, Cody. Not anymore. Oh my god. Man, this t-shirt didn't really give a lot of good luck to Cody. But I was very happy to see Cody Rhodes continuing to do what he really loves to do. I've always been a fan of Cody Rhodes and his work. Next match here is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Now, again, I apologize if I butcher these names. Tajiri Ishimori, he took on Kashida for, guessing this is their mid-card belt. And this was actually an alright match. Sorry if my voice is croaking. Sorry if my voice is acting a bit weird. My throat does that a lot. This was actually a pretty enjoyable match. I actually enjoyed this one. Tajiri got the win, and he's the new Junior Heavyweight Champion. So far, every title changed hands up to this point. So at this point, we had 2 more title matches left. So the next match is Jay White. He took on, I'm going to try to say his name correctly, or else I'm going to get people hating me in the comments section. Kazuchika Okada. I don't think I said his name right. I'm not sure if I said his first name right. Kazuchika Okada. I can say Okada, but I can't say his first name. I do apologize if I didn't say his name correctly. Like, seriously, like, you can throw the letter in front of me. You can throw the letters in front of me as many times as you want, but I'll just continue saying the name wrong. And by the way, before you guys continue, and also before I continue, some of you may be wondering, oh well, you would have heard the commentary say his name. You would have heard the commentary say his name multiple times. I was actually watching this through a Japanese commentary, so I couldn't really tell. Sorry about that. I just had a darn phone call. So Jay White took on Okada. I'm just gonna say his last name because I can say his last name. This was actually a pretty enjoyable match. I actually liked it. And Okada, holy crap, man, this guy's over. Holy crap, man, I can tell this guy is one of the most over guys in New Japan. The fans are behind him. Gee whiz, I could definitely tell. And apparently he's the longest reigning IWGP heavyweight champion in the world. Well, I guess I could understand why understand why people really like this guy. But Jay White, he ends up defeating Okada in a really good matchup. God, so many hard names to pronounce. The next match is Tetsuya Naito, if that's how you say his name. He took on Chris Jericho in a no disqualification match. So I heard this match was originally not going to be a no disqualification match. It was just going to be a regular match. So when Chris Jericho used a weapon, I was on Twitter throughout the entire show, so that way I can get people to keep me up to understand it, help me understand everything. So when Jericho used that kendo stick, I went on Twitter and I quickly asked, should have Jericho gotten disqualified, or is this match now a no DQ match? And I had people tell me it's no DQ. So yeah, I'm glad people formed that out for me. I know I could have just easily checked Wikipedia, but I couldn't be buggered during that time because the Japan people, because I was watching it in Japanese, the commentary in Japanese, it's always so quick, so you can't take your eyes off the action. So Naito, he gets the victory here. it was very surprising to see Chris Jericho actually lose. So he ends up losing the So Chris Jericho was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He ended up losing. And the final match on the card was, oh God, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So apparently this Tanahashi guy is a 7-time heavyweight champion. That's pretty impressive. Very, very impressive. This match was unbelievable. This match was unbelievable. I can see why Kenny Omega is labeled as the best in the world. I can see why people call him it. This is the first time I've watched a Kenny Omega match. So for people who believe that I've been a fan of him this entire time, I've just become a fan of him now because of his impressiveness and how impressive I am of him in this match. It's amazing when you escape the WWE bubble. You see, you really start to look at what really goes on. But I'm going to say this to you guys. It took a lot of guts for someone like me to step out of the WWE bubble. I was always a WWE guy. I was always like, stuff this promotion, forget this promotion. I've always been someone who's always looked at WWE as the... And it always will be. It always will be, you can't deny it. WWE will always be the hottest, the biggest promotion in the world. It always will be. As much as how terrible WWE is, it will always be labeled as the biggest biggest company to ever go to because of WrestleMania. Everyone would love to be at WrestleMania. But I've said this, but I think I should say this. I'm one person to actually believe that not every wrestler is going to go to WWE. There may be people out there that may think WWE is not their cup of tea. And that is perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with wrestlers believing that, you know, WWE is just not their thing. Everybody may think WWE is just not their promotion. And that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. But what I am not okay with is hypocrisy and people completely turning. Now, it's been going on for quite a while now with Kenny Omega. There's been reports of him going to WWE for a long time now. It's been going on since, I believe, 2017. I can't remember how long this has been going on for. When his contract expires. I don't know how long it's been going on for. But Kenny Omega has been reportedly been going to WWE for a long time now. And people have always said that Kenny Omega would never go to WWE. There's people that just truly believe that he would never go to WWE. WWE is not his thing. Sure, and I will actually say, I was actually one of those people that actually thought that. I was like, you know, Kenny Omega, he's kind of that type of person. Maybe he just doesn't want to go to WWE because it's been going on for a long time now that people have been wanting to see him in WWE. But maybe that could be why he doesn't want to go, because people, you know, there may be people that want to see him there, but he knows the company could be bad. He knows the company's bad, and because I've heard what he has recently said. He said about the championships, he said about the creative booking and how people are complacent. So I can see Kenny's points in those arguments on what he said about WWE. And I was thinking, yeah, he probably doesn't want to go there. He probably doesn't want to go to WWE because of those exact points that he made. But over time, things do change. Over time, people change their mind, and over time, people rethink what they say. So, Kenny Omega, he ends up losing the heavyweight championship, and this is why a lot of people have been buzzing about it. Omega lost the IWGP heavyweight championship to this Tanahashi. So Tanahashi is now an 8-time champion, and there's been shockwaves going across about Kenny Omega. What's going to be his decision? You know, I didn't want to talk about too much of it last night because I was absolutely knackered from how good this event was, and the fact that it was very, very late. So I just went to bed. I put up a poll that you can't vote on anymore because I set it to 10 hours. I put up a poll before I went to bed asking all wrestling fans where do they see Kenny Omega heading, WWE or All Elite Wrestling, then closed off my Twitter. And I will say I am very happy with the results that I got on my on my poll. 64% of the people voted WWE, and 36% of the people voted All Elite Wrestling, with a total of 28 votes. That has to be the highest I have ever done in a poll. That has to be the highest poll I've ever done. But I get up this morning. No, I shouldn't say this morning. I was sleeping like a log. I just got up. I just recently got up around about 12. So I had the Coke in my hands just to wake me up. So I got up around 12 p.m. And I jump on my Twitter feed because I wanted to see how my results for my poll went. And then all of a sudden I see all these posts about Kenny Omega. Fans are turning on him. People are calling him a sellout. I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here? So it seems like the fans. So it seems like the fans are turning on Kenny Omega because I'm guessing he might have made a decision. If the fans are turning on him, it's obviously telling me that he's obviously walking to WWE. And I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed that he's going to WWE. I'm more disappointed at the fans. I'm disappointed at the fan base that they're turning on him. You're fans of this guy. You are fans of this wrestler. Why are you turning on him? I don't want to turn this into a rant. But I'm disappointed in the fact that people are calling him a sellout. All because he could be going to WWE. Let the guy do what he wants to do. I feel like that's what these fans don't understand. The fact is that the fans, I feel like they just don't understand that wrestlers are going to do what they've got to do. It's their decision to make. It's their decision to make. You can't control what people do in their life. You can't control how people... You can't control Kenny Omega. You can't tell him to not go to WWE. You can blast his Twitter feed and say, don't go to WWE. But in the end, it's his decision. You as fans, it is your job It's your jobs as fans to accept the decisions that your favorite wrestlers make. I don't understand it. It's crazy to think that Kenny Omega, who's loved by so many people, is now getting slandered, all because he could be making a decision to go to WWE instead of All Elite Wrestling. And what else does this guy need to do? What else do you want this guy to do in the indie scene? Tell me! What do you want this guy to do? All Elite Wrestling? Yeah, and he'll probably win all the titles there too. He'll probably win all the belts in All Elite Wrestling. Then what? Then what's left? You can't have the guy just float around in the independent scene for the rest of this guy's life. Especially when he knows he's done everything possible. Kenny Omega's done everything possible in New Japan and the indie scene. How do I know? Because I did my research. For someone like me who doesn't watch independent wrestling, I am pretty smart. I am pretty aware. If this guy's supposed to be called the best in the world, I'm pretty sure he's won every single title possible in the independent market. Let this guy do what he wants to do. If he wants to go to WWE, let him do that and respect it. Respect what this guy has to do. Think of the dream matches we could get in WWE. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, John Cena maybe, Seth Rollins. There's so many people. There's so many matches you could do for him in WWE right now. Side note of that rant. This match he had, this main event was fantastic. This main event was fantastic. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And Kenny Omega ended up losing. I was actually pretty certain that Kenny Omega was going to be the only guy to retain his title because I didn't think he was going to go to WWE. But after this crushing defeat, I feel like he's going to be heading to those 3-letter words that everybody has been hoping he'd never join. I understand not everyone is going to go to WWE. That is something I am very aware of. I'm very aware of that. Hang on a sec. Yeah. So Kenny Omega loses an unbelievable match. And we'll see where Kenny Omega is going to go from here. We'll see what his decision is going to be. Will he join New Japan or will he come to WWE? So that's his choice. And if he does end up choosing to go to All Elite Wrestling, I am perfectly fine with it. I am perfectly fine with it. It's his decision. It's his choice. He can do what he wants. So anyway, guys, that is it. That is it for my that is it for my Wrestle Kingdom 13 review. Sorry if I dragged this out with that side note rant. I think it had to be done because of what I got this morning. So I hope you guys all enjoyed my first non-WWE pay-per-view review. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below as well on what are your thoughts on Wrestle Kingdom 13 and where do you see Kenny Omega going. Thank you all for joining me and I'll see you all in the next video.